The magnetic power of thought and repetition. Napoleon Hill's secret to mental mastery. Every thought you think, every word you speak, is writing your future in ink. Take a moment and let that sink in. Seriously. It's not just some poetic phrase. It's a profound truth that underpins everything you experience in your life. Now, imagine this scenario playing out right now, perhaps even in your own city, on your street, or in your very neighborhood. Two individuals, side by side, facing remarkably similar circumstances. They share the same struggles, navigate the same economic shifts, and perhaps even experience similar pains and setbacks. Yet, their paths diverge dramatically. One rises above the challenges, thrives against all odds, and ultimately transforms their entire life, building the reality they once only dared to dream of. The other, consumed by frustration, trapped in a cycle of blame, and drowning in despair, finds themselves perpetually stuck, unable to break free from the weight of their circumstances. What truly separates these two individuals? Is it an inherent difference in their talent? Was one born with more money than the other? Did luck simply favor one over the other? The answer, surprisingly, is none of those things. The fundamental difference lies in their thinking. It's in the quiet, often unconscious, thoughts they entertain day in and day out, and critically, it's in what they repeat to themselves, and about the world around them. Your reality, the one you wake up to every single day, doesn't actually reflect your circumstances. Think about that for a second. It doesn't reflect the external events that happen to you. Instead, your reality is a direct mirror of your repeated thoughts, every single one of them. It's a powerful, often unsettling truth. So here's a crucial question for you, one that demands an honest answer. Are your daily thoughts building the life you genuinely desire? Are they laying the foundation for your ambitions, your successes, your peace of mind? Or are your thoughts inadvertently reinforcing the very life you fear? Are they cementing the limitations, the anxieties, and the failures you desperately want to avoid? The power lies in your hands, or rather, in your mind. If you're ready to consciously choose a different path, to harness the incredible power within you, I want you to open up the comments right now and type, "I choose thoughts of power." Let's declare it together, because that simple act is the first step toward reclaiming your mental sovereignty. Section 1. Thought is the architect of reality. It's a fundamental truth that often gets lost in the noise of daily life. Your life isn't primarily shaped by what happens to you. While external events certainly occur, the real architect of your experience is what you think about what happens to you. This distinction is crucial because it shifts the locus of control from external forces to your internal landscape. Imagine two people losing their jobs. One might sink into despair, believing their career is over, and their thoughts constantly reinforce a narrative of victimhood. The other, while feeling the initial sting, immediately begins to reframe the situation as an opportunity for something new, a chance to pivot, to learn, or to finally pursue a long-held dream. Their circumstances are identical, but their internal narrative, driven by their thoughts, creates two entirely different futures. As the legendary Napoleon Hill wisely stated, "There is no man alive who can think negative thoughts and live a positive life." This isn't just a feel-good platitude. It's a profound observation on the mechanics of our mental world. Your thoughts are not passive. They are active forces, constantly shaping your perceptions, influencing your decisions, and ultimately dictating your actions. Think of it like this: if you consistently plant seeds of doubt, fear, and scarcity in the garden of your mind, what kind of harvest can you realistically expect? A barren one, or one choked with weeds? But if you meticulously cultivate thoughts of abundance, possibility, and resilience, your garden will flourish. Consider the visual: someone waking up defeated, the weight of the world seemingly on their shoulders. They might immediately reach for their phone, scroll through social media, and find more reasons to feel inadequate or frustrated. This cycle of external input feeding internal negativity perpetuates their struggle. Now, picture the same person, perhaps just a day later, making a conscious shift. Instead of immediately engaging with external distractions, they might sit in quiet reflection, journal empowering affirmations, and intentionally choose thoughts that align with their aspirations. They start their day making powerful, deliberate decisions that stem from a newfound mental clarity. Notice, their environment hasn't magically changed overnight. The same bills are on the table, the same challenges might exist, but their outcome has. Why? Because their internal environment has transformed, driven by a deliberate choice in their thinking. The strategy here is deceptively simple, yet incredibly powerful. Pause, just for a moment. Observe your thoughts without judgment. Watch them as if they were clouds drifting across the sky. Then, ask yourself a critical question, one that serves as a powerful filter. Would I want this thought to be my future? If the answer is no, then it's time to gently but firmly redirect that thought. You are the gardener of your mind, and you have the power to decide which seeds take root. So if your thoughts were indeed seeds, and your life the garden they are meant to cultivate, what kind of garden are you currently growing? Are you nurturing vibrant, resilient plants? Or are you allowing weeds of negativity to choke out your potential? Section 2. Failure is not real, it's training, not destiny. This is perhaps one of the most liberating truths you can embrace. You weren't designed to fail. Let that sink in. You were not inherently programmed for inadequacy or defeat. The challenging reality is that you were, in many ways, trained to expect failure. Think about it from a young age. The fear of making mistakes in school, the pressure to conform, the implicit messages from society, or even well-meaning loved ones that instilled caution over bold action. These experiences, over time, can create a deeply ingrained expectation of failure whenever you step outside your comfort zone. Napoleon Hill profoundly understood this, stating, "Failure is man-made. It is not from God. No one is born with failure in their heart." This isn't just spiritual wisdom. It's a psychological insight. A newborn child is not afraid of falling when they learn to walk. They simply try again. A toddler isn't ashamed of their first wobbly steps. They are driven by an innate desire to master movement. This unburdened ambition, this natural resilience, is our default state. Consider the emotional hook here. You weren't born afraid. Fear is a learned response. You weren't born doubting your incredible capabilities. You were taught, perhaps subtly, perhaps overtly, to dim your own light. You were given narratives that suggested you weren't enough, that certain things were impossible, or that your dreams were too big. These learned limitations, not inherent flaws, are what hold so many back. Now, let's visualize this powerful shift. Imagine a childhood clip filled with the boundless ambition and dreams of a young you. Perhaps you wanted to be an astronaut, a rock star, or an inventor. You saw no limits. Then, fast forward to adult anxiety, the weight of unfulfilled dreams, the constant internal voice of doubt. But what if you could break that cycle? What if you could consciously embark on the process of unlearning failure? This isn't about ignoring challenges. It's about reframing them entirely. The strategy for this reframing is simple yet revolutionary. Failure is not a final destination. It is feedback. It's not a forecast of your destiny. It's simply data. Use it as fuel. Each setback, each missed target, each perceived mistake is an opportunity to gather information, adjust your approach, and grow stronger. It's like a scientist in a lab. An experiment that doesn't yield the desired result isn't a failure. It's a data point that informs the next, improved experiment. You wouldn't discard the entire scientific method because one attempt didn't work. Treat your life with the same scientific curiosity and resilience. So, reflecting on this, what's one limiting belief you learned, perhaps long ago, that you are now absolutely ready to unlearn? What old narrative are you prepared to dismantle, once and for all, to step into your true unburdened potential? Section 3. The magnetic law of mental attraction. Here's a profound truth that changes everything. Thoughts don't simply sit still in your mind. They aren't inert or passive. On the contrary, thoughts are dynamic, energetic entities that inherently attract. They multiply. And, perhaps most significantly, they actively shape your emotional weather, influencing your mood, your outlook, and your very vibrational state. This isn't mysticism. It's a fundamental principle of how your mind interacts with your reality. As it's often said, there is no neutrality in thought. Every thought is either inviting power or permitting poison. This means that every single thought you entertain is performing a function, carrying a charge. There's no middle ground. When you allow a thought into your mind, you are by default sending out a signal. That signal then becomes a beacon, attracting more of the same energy back to you. If your thoughts are consistently steeped in fear, lack, or resentment, you are, in essence, broadcasting a frequency that will bring more fear, lack, and resentment into your experience. It's a magnetic law, undeniable and always in operation. Think of your thoughts as magnetic beacons. Imagine each thought you have as emitting an invisible but potent energy field. If your predominant thoughts are negative, dwelling on what's wrong, what's missing, or what you can't do, then your mental beacon is tuned to a frequency that attracts more negative experiences, more challenges, more reasons to feel limited. It's like a negative feedback loop, constantly pulling you deeper into a cycle of despair. But flip that switch. When your thoughts are consistently aligned with positivity, with possibility, with gratitude, and with solutions, your mental beacon becomes a powerful magnet for miracles. You begin to attract opportunities, supportive relationships, unexpected breakthroughs, and the resources you need to manifest your desires. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, responds to the dominant frequency you are emitting. Let's try a mini exercise together, right now. You can do this wherever you are. Take a deep breath. Now, gently close your eyes for a moment, just for a few seconds. And as your eyes are closed, intentionally bring to mind one truly empowering thought. It could be about your strength, your potential, a goal you're passionate about, or a feeling of deep gratitude. Now, feel it. Don't just think it. Allow the emotion of that thought to wash over you. Really embody it. Now, try to multiply it in your mind. Imagine that one thought expanding, radiating outwards. See the chain reaction it sets off, not just within you, but subtly affecting the world around you. Feel the shift. Open your eyes. That's the magnetic power at play. So, if your mind is truly a magnet, constantly drawing experiences and circumstances into your life, what kind of energy are you consistently pulling into your reality on a daily basis? Are you attracting what you desire, or what you secretly fear? Section 4. The power of speech. Words are reality builders. Beyond the invisible world of thought, there exists another incredibly potent force that shapes your destiny: your words. These are not merely sounds or abstract symbols. Your words are invisible commands that quite literally shape your visible life. Every single utterance, every phrase, every declaration you make carries immense creative power. Think of it as a divine blueprint. Just as an architect uses words to draft plans for a building, you use words to blueprint your future. Napoleon Hill, with his unparalleled wisdom, understood this deeply. He articulated that every word you speak becomes an order to your subconscious, and your subconscious obeys. This is a critical insight. Your subconscious mind is like an incredibly powerful, infinitely obedient servant. It doesn't judge, it doesn't question, and it doesn't differentiate between what's real and what's merely imagined or spoken. When you consistently speak certain things aloud, especially with emotion and conviction, your subconscious mind takes those words as direct commands, internalizing them as truth, and then sets about manifesting them in your external reality. This means you are either casting spells of greatness for yourself and your future, or, tragically, you are casting curses of defeat and limitation. The choice and the consequence are entirely yours. Consider the profound impact of your speech. The strategy here is about intentionality. First, it requires a conscious effort to cut negative language from your vocabulary. This isn't about being inauthentic. It's about recognizing the destructive power of certain phrases. Instead of instinctively saying, "I can't do that," consciously choose to replace it with, "I am learning how to do that," or "I am developing the skills necessary to achieve that." Notice the subtle but monumental shift in energy and possibility. Don't say, "I'm always late," if you're striving for punctuality. Instead, affirm, "I am becoming more disciplined with my time," or "I am improving my time management skills every day." These are not just linguistic tricks, they are powerful mental reprogramming tools. To truly harness this power, integrate a daily affirmation ritual into your life. It's incredibly simple, yet profoundly effective. Every morning and every night, stand in front of a mirror. Look yourself in the eyes and speak 3 powerful affirmations aloud. Don't just mumble them. Infuse them with emotion. Let your voice carry volume and intention. These aren't just words, these are decrees. For example, I am a magnet for abundance and opportunity, or my mind is powerful and I create my reality, or I am disciplined, focused, and relentlessly pursue my goals. Feel the power behind each word. Let it resonate through your entire being. This consistent, emotional declaration signals to your subconscious what you are becoming, what you are attracting, and what you are building. So after today, what's one phrase, one limiting statement you've allowed yourself to speak that you will absolutely never utter again? What negative declaration are you ready to banish from your vocabulary, forever replacing it with words that build and uplift? Section 5. Conclusion. We've journeyed through the incredible landscape of your mind, uncovering truths that can radically reshape your reality. We started by understanding that every thought and every word you express is actively scripting your future. We peeled back the layers to see how your thoughts are not just fleeting ideas, but powerful architects, constantly designing the blueprint of your life. We then confronted the illusion of failure, realizing that it's not some inherent destiny, but rather a man-made concept, a powerful form of feedback, and an invaluable training ground for your growth. We explored the magnetic law of mental attraction, recognizing that your mind is a powerful beacon, drawing to you whatever frequency you consistently emit. And finally, we delved into the profound power of your words, understanding that every utterance is a command, a spell, a foundational brick in the edifice of your existence. The valuable moral here is abundantly clear. You are the author of your reality. You are not merely a reader of a pre-written story. You are the one holding the pen. Your thoughts are the very ink with which you write each sentence, each chapter of your life's narrative. Your words are the precise instructions, the foundational commands that direct your subconscious mind and shape your external world. And your identity, the very essence of who you are and what you achieve, is built brick by painstaking brick, habit by powerful habit, through the law of repetition. This isn't just theory, this is a call to action. It's an invitation to reclaim your inherent power. You were designed by infinite intelligence, by a force far greater than any perceived limitation, to rise, to build, to create, to think with unparalleled power and intention. And today, right now, by watching this video and internalizing these principles, you have taken the first monumental step back into your original design, back into the truth of who you were always meant to be. This is your moment to stop reacting to life and start commanding it, to understand that your thoughts are sacred, your words are law, and your repetition is your undeniable power. You are no longer a passive passenger on this journey. You are the pilot. And your entire flight plan is meticulously crafted. Every single time you choose a powerful thought, every single time you utter an intentional word, remember these powerful truths and speak them into existence. I command my life with my words. My repetition shapes my results. I rise because I choose to think higher. You are the author. Your thoughts are the pen. Your words are the instructions. And your identity is built brick by repetition. You were designed by infinite intelligence to rise, to build, to think with power. And today, you've taken the first step back into your design. If this video has shifted something within you, if it has ignited a spark, if it has offered you a fresh perspective on your own incredible power, then don't keep this awakening to yourself. Help someone else experience this profound shift too. Here's how you can make a difference right now. Drop a comment below and share your commitment. Type, "I choose thoughts that build my future." Let the universe and this community know your intention. Like this video if you're ready to rise into your highest self, if you're ready to claim your power and build the life you truly deserve. Subscribe to this channel for weekly wisdom, insights, and motivational guidance that will consistently rebuild you from the inside out, helping you master your mindset and achieve true financial freedom. Share this video with someone in your life who needs to hear this message, someone who needs to be reminded of their inherent power, someone who is ready to awaken to their full potential. Remember, repetition rewires, thoughts attract, words command, and you were built to rise. See you in the next video.